Hold on just a second. Trying to figure out how to use this thing. So hold on just a second. I'm trying to show you some things. Just I don't know if it's going to happen. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Back at yourself there. Anyway, I want to chronicle, just kind of tell you about an experience I had. I'm going to tell you about an experience. I don't normally go on like this, right? But I will today. I just had an encounter with what the world would call it. Like, I encountered something or someone, something, and it was him. It was the Lord. I've been trying to explain understanding his style with the Bible, right? We've been talking about that. That's been what we've been. That's been the subject, and I've explained that if you get to know him, the Lord, right? His style, like I said, what's his favorite color? That's what kind of intimacy we're talking about here with this invisible God of the universe. Give me a 1 if you can hear me. If you okay, good. So what I was saying is that we've learned, or as I've been explaining in the show, is once you understand and like get to know him through his style, you recognize him on the outside. Jamel Knight, bless bro, put my name on the Patriot list. You got to put your own on there, man. Yeah. Go to thewardrummer.com and sign up. There's NSFF. We're not going to be talking about that much. Not right now. Just we're laying low. Go to thewardrummer.com if you want to look into some of the stuff we got going. Where was I? Joe from England. Hey, so check it out. So, as I was saying, we've been learning to recognize God's style. And I've said that when you recognize his style in the Bible, when you get to know his character, when you're out in the world and you see things happen, and you're in a relationship with God, you're with the Lord through Jesus Christ. You've heard him knocking and you've answered the door. That you encounter him when you're going about your daily business, whatever you're doing. And I had that this morning, and I'm very severe, on a severe level. And it's not what people think. So I have a ritual every morning where I go to a donut shop, and then I go get something to have with that donut, or 2 donuts or 3 donuts. or 4. No, I'm just kidding. No, so that's what I do. That's how I wake up. That's what I do. And I see the same people. It's that same repetitive act. Almost so repetitive, like the ritualistic aspect of it. So I'm reading your comments. You can always tell who listens to the show and who doesn't. When I title things differently, I'm doing it on purpose. Anyway, this ritualistic. See, there are so many rituals in the Bible. When we think ritual, we think religion, and it's not that. You got to separate that. That's not what I'm talking about. It's this daily routine, and the enemy actually, that's where he finds us, in rituals, and these daily mindless activities that we do over and over and over again without thinking. Well, this ritual that I have of getting donuts and something to drink with it, and I'm parked in my warm car, and I'm having a coffee and a donut, right? The mothership. Yes, we're going to talk about the mothership. Hold on. So the mothership. You're like distracting me. That's okay though. Because if you distract me, it just means I got to start all over here. To keep you entertained, let me switch this just to give you a different view really quick. Right. Yeah, a different view. I'm sitting outside of my house. Usually I'm in my studio, right? Yeah. I'm not afraid of you. The moon. There's the moon for you. So check it out. If you listen to me, I'm giving you a secret to the universe, to the secret of connecting to the Zoe. This is the hope of humanity and the desire of God to become one with the Creator. That's what all men and all peoples want, and only the Christians have the real. Only the Christians have the real. Only we have the real connection to the God of the universe through Jesus Christ. That's what we've been talking about. And we've been learning his style through the book of Revelation, Ezekiel, and Isaiah, and Ruth. Right? We've been looking at Boaz. We've been looking at Boaz. Hey, how are you? We've been looking at Boaz. And the reason the book, I tell you, if I could rename the book of Ruth, I would name it Boaz. But anyway, so I encountered it. So I go to this donut shop, and I've gone so often. I go in, I walk past someone sitting at the counter. I walk in. I say good morning to the lady that's serving. She walks past me and she says something. You can't even listen to me, Marlene. You can't even let go of your own stuff to listen to what I'm saying. You're so busy trying to get on my YouTube channel and teach everybody what you know. See, just let it go. That's why you'll never experience what I'm talking about. So I go in, and She walks past me. We exchange a few words. Nothing about donuts. Nothing about money. Nothing about anything for why I'm there. She gets the donuts. She puts them in the bag. I'm in my wallet. I'm pulling out an amount of money. We haven't said one single word about the transaction. One single word about the transaction. I'm not even going to look at the chat because I can care less. I can care less what you want to say, whatever you are. I can care less. Listen to me. So there is no words involved regarding why I'm there. Only good words, only friendly words that travel back and forth between this lady and I. And I take the bag with the donuts. She takes the money. I don't want the change. She gets it. That's a tip. I say bye. I see it. Bye, and I leave. And it was in that connection. Yeah, you guys just ignore that person. I don't have the power to ban them, or I would. So it was in that connection that I experienced the oh my God. Just it was in that connection that I experienced with that lady that was beyond any words. The mothership. Someone said mothership. Mothership is just a term. It's the Father's ship. It's the Creator's ship. You say God doesn't need a ship? Oh no. He doesn't need a ship, but he's got style. He wants to be in a ship. He wants to be on a ship. Look at Ezekiel 1. Read Ezekiel 10 and 11. Read the book of Revelation. We're talking about a plane of glass, crystal, the size that what looked like to Ezekiel, it was an expanse, he said, an expanse of crystal, like the size of a football field. And there were these 4 living creatures underneath it, and they had wheels within wheels and eyes all around it. This thing, the Renaissance and the ancients, they called it, how would you say? They called it the chariot of God, like what he's riding around in. This is not a chariot. This is, it appears to be like a ship. God doesn't need a ship to travel in, but he does. He does. Read your Bibles. I mean, people get so freaked out over it. See, you just don't want to hear the word ship. You don't want to hear, you just don't want to hear that stuff together, right? There's always a joker in the crowd. There's a reason why Masons call you people profane, who can't listen, who can't let go of your own stuff long enough to get a bit of instruction. Yeah, you're right about Da Vinci. So anyway, this mothership, it's not mother. Oh, get off of that. Mother is just the term, like it's the ship. It's the one, the ship where all the other ships come in and out of, right? that's what the idea of a mothership is. We're not saying that that's what it is. We're saying that when God reveals himself to man in all his glory, his style is to reveal himself in some on or in. So it's this plane of glass and these four living creatures under it, and there's lightning and there's a glowing metal thing. Read it, man. Read Ezekiel 1. I don't have it with me. I'm in my car. And you'll see. But on the top, there's this thing that looks like a throne, a chair. And it says that and upon that throne, one who sat on it was one like a son of man, like a person. And it says up and coming up from between his loins was something like a flame. You're right, Tammy. And so if you can envision this, he's sitting on a throne, he's sitting in this chair on top of this crystal rectangle expanse thing, and there's these wheels within wheels turning, moving around underneath this sheet of glass. So this is like the propulsion. Right? And hold on just a second.
Please say a command.
I don't want to say a command. I don't want to say that. Let's see. 1 second. So yeah, it's his style to, when he reveals himself, that's how he reveals himself. And you have to consider that. And I find it odd that we are almost programmed to reject the very words of the Bible. And it's also significant that those cherubs, Ezekiel 28, Lucifer was one of those cherubs. Lucifer was one of those cherubs. These cherubs look like what the world today would call a UFO. Here, I'll take you on a drive and I'll talk to you. There we go. Yeah, I got a dirty windshield. Real dirty. Sorry. So, sorry about that. So I had this encounter. And, you know, if you could draw a line, I've said this before. If you were to draw a line going from east to west or right to left, and it would go on for all eternity, like just straight, it'll never end. Like that's a circle, right? Well, if you were to look at that line, like right there in that line, that's where God is. And that's what I experienced. That's where I went. I went. I like caught the drift of that line. I caught the vibrations of that line, if you want to say, using the terms that the world would use and not what a Christian would use. A Christian would say that the eyes of my heart were opened, that I was able to see God like our experience God. That's the difference. So this mothership, God doesn't need a mothership, but he uses one. And Lucifer is going to use one to counterfeit God. To counterfeit God. I don't want to get pulled over, distracted, you know what I mean? So, I know you guys always talk about like Project Bluebeam, you know? You got to understand, Project Bluebeam is not a machine. It's not a machine. It's in your head. Project Bluebeam is psychological warfare. Project Bluebeam is to first prepare your mind to receive something. So when they show you that something, the imperfections of that something and their ability and not having the ability to mimic reality is overlooked because your perception of reality has been changed. That's the difference. That is Project Bluebeam. TikTok is Project Bluebeam. Listen to me. Someone told you not to look at TikTok. So most on our side are afraid to look at TikTok. You shouldn't be afraid, and you should be able to look at it with the right set of eyes. You're looking at a reality ripple machine. They have changed our perception of reality, folks. And because they've done that, they are getting, I'm telling you that what is coming is not what you think. That pink Louisiana sky right there. I've tried to explain to you reverse engineering time. That the only way to change the present is to go back and change the past. That is not possible. That is not possible. But it is possible to go and re-engineer what we perceive to be time. Because everything that we experience is on a digital platform. I'm telling you exactly why 45 the maestro called it a national security threat. I don't know why I'm off on that. I really don't want to be off on that. But I want to the contact that was made today. Was that part of this shift in reality? That's part of this. I'm telling you, you got to understand. These people have put this in the high gear, folks. High gear. We are at the end, and the Lord is going to be revealing himself more and more to all of you. Crazy, huh? Listen to this. I'm going to play some music for a while and get my brain together. I'm rambling. So yeah, I went through my little crazy rant there. Oh man, I've been up since like 3:30. And I experienced the Lord this morning in a wild way. Missed it again. Man, come on. Working on this. Trying to fiddle with the music stuff. My gosh. She was a cop that drove past me when we were coming, and I think he turned around and he went back. He drove past me when I was messing with the video, when I was messing with my phone to show you the view, and he looked at me, right? So I got to be very careful. Look out there. Watch, it's coming. Mighty Mississippi. Sky of Louisiana. Hey, what time is it there? It's 5:52 here. Tell me. Show me what time. Tell me what time, right? What time it is where you are. $6:52 there. 3:52. Oh. awesome saying, man, woman, whatever. I can't. I'm driving, so I could only see the comment. I can't remember the name, but yeah, he said, "Your laws have become useful for the lawless." Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's really, really good right there. The gas is like 245 at Shell. It's freaking 245. You know, gas is going to be back to like $5 a gallon. Bread, the Bible says that for the average person, a loaf of bread will be worth a day's wages. I need gas. So you're gonna have to wait right here while I get gas. So you're gonna have to just chill. I think that's a better view right there. I'll leave the door open. Maybe I can talk to you. Hold on. check it out. This machine won't read my card. So I got to go over here so I can go inside. So you're going to have to wait a little longer. I get it if you don't want to stay. I get it. I get it. It's not a big deal. So I'm just going to get a little closer. Okay, that sky right there, right? All right, so I'm gonna have to leave you here. So I'll be back. I'll be back.
Sorry, I just paid for my gas on the Sorry. And the chip thing wouldn't work.
I know, mine wouldn't work
And I
either.
had to go in and I had to pay, and I just paid for this one.
Yeah, I think I do the same. Lady paid for it without being parked here. What a dummy. What do you expect? If you're not gonna, you park at the gas pump, then pay. Oh. So okay, I'm gonna have to leave you here again. So it could be illegal if I'm filming people. So coming in and out of there, so I can't do that. I'll be back. You're gonna have to wait here.
Man, don't let me go. I'm gonna be aggravated if I have to go back in there again.
Yeah, I was having problems over there too, but this one works for me. I was on the very end one. So this machine worked. What's up, my brothers, my sisters, from another mother? Yeah, like all the talk of free energy, the person that just mentioned kinetic energy and all that. Free doesn't mean money for the people who are rich. See, you got to realize that that's just not going to happen. And that is the battle on the socialist level. They want that kind of energy, but they want it to be. They want to be able to charge you for free energy. There will never be such thing as free energy. Even to make kinetic energy, you still have to. Hey, Joseph, what's up? You still have to buy something. You still have to maintain something. You have to retrofit your entire home to work with it. I'll be right back again. So there's no such thing as free energy at this point. You know, as I said the other night on the show, that you have to die to be born again. You have to die. So the socialists, that's the Bolshevik ideology. You mean you gotta destroy this thing to rebuild it. You gotta, the squad, these people on the left, they are destroying their own party to rebuild it in their own image. To rebuild it in their own image. And here it is, a socialist country. Talking about water isn't even free. See, nothing is free. It's a freedom. Free is an illusion. These people are crazy. Oh my gosh, what are these people doing? Wow. Ought to had that on film. Like, what was it, Avianti or whatever? They were just selling tap water. They were using the water out of the tap, putting in that machine. I mean, come on. And then selling it. And you get pissed at it, but you bought it. That's the whole point. That is capitalism at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. That you can be smart. That you can take the simplest thing and turn it into gold. See, that's what's hidden from you, like on what you call alchemy. Alchemy is the art of turning compounds into different compounds. I mean, that's just like, that's not possible. It's not possible. But it is when you realize the true meaning of it. And that's what they hide from you. And the true mind control of Freemasonry is that you believe that they have a power. When you realize that it's all to manipulate you, that is alchemy. That is the truth of this messed up world we have found ourselves in. Here we go. It's the peasant fool's folly, but the rich man understands the truth of it. You say turning lead into gold is the fool's folly? Yeah, the poor fool's folly. Because the rich man, he knows the true meaning of it. Because he knows that there's a sucker born every minute that'll buy anything that anybody good enough to sell it to him will buy. That's what alchemy is. Yeah, people don't like hearing that. You know, and that right there, that alchemy that I'm talking about is satanic. It is demonic. It is true sorcery, ladies and gentlemen. It goes beyond selling you a Big Mac. It goes beyond. It goes into like the colors picked to choose that colors, understanding the colors that are needed to make you hungry. Understanding the music to play at a certain frequency to make you want to buy something to make you feel sexy. The type of commercials that are used, the subliminal message that are inserted, the neuro-linguistic NLP suggestions to get you to open your wallet and hand over your money. That is real sorcery. And you don't understand that it's also real sorcery to get you to pay $50 for something that's only worth $1. Yeah, you don't like that either, do you? Yeah. You like took it personal. You think I'm calling you stupid and that you're taking it as an insult, like a personal offense. Don't, because I'm in the same boat with you. We're all look where we all are. I'm driving down the freaking highway in the Bayou area talking to you on YouTube and you're listening. We're all in the same area here. Mentally. We're all trying to do the best we can. Oh, I wish I could read your comment. I'm driving. But just think of the word spell. Language, writing, spell. You're under a spell. You're having a spell. Words are the vehicles by which our thoughts are made known, are made visible. They're vehicles. Words. You spell words. You conjure words. Words are evocative. They paint pictures. They move people. They have energy. I could tell Miss Goody Two Shoes to go F off, and she would I would be able to change her physical being, make her leave, make her move her with those words. Don't you understand that that's emotion, energy in motion? That all of this is used to control you. Words, spell, magic, yep. But what is the difference between what a pastor does, what a marketer does, and what I do when I try to train my children, right? There is a difference. There's there's benevolence, and then there's evil purposes that are meant to manipulate. But then there's capitalism. I mean, you got to make money. There has to be the transaction. There has to, this stuff has to be there. So there has to be the balance. You have to find the balance. And when you find the balance, and that's where you're in the world but not of the world. That's where you're occupying. That's where you're has nothing to do with chemtrails, Tammy. That's another subject. I get what you're saying, but hey, so I want to let you go here in a minute, but I'm just going to tell you that I, again, just want to sum it up, that I had an experience with the Lord this morning that resembled what the world would call contact. And it was not what you think. It was simple. It was in the details of a routine, that because it became a mindless routine, my mind was able to connect to another person, and in that connection, I'm putting you up like that because I'm in my neighborhood, and I don't want to get banned or anything for showing people's information. Because of that connection, look at all those wires, man. Because of that connection, I experienced what we might call synchronicity, but there was no syncing. It was just, maybe it was the syncing of my mind with the Lord helping me because of the familiarity. I don't know. But it was a crazy experience. Yeah. Let me turn that off. Mind melding, that's who's that? Yeah, that's a great mutant artificial intelligence. Yeah, that's a great, we've been talking about merging, like that is that merging with the God of the universe, becoming one with the God of the universe. That is the hope of humanity and the desire of God. And that's what happens. We're called the bride of Christ. Ephesians shows us that we will become one flesh with Christ. We are called his body. See? So someone just texted to tell the aliens to come and get them. They're ready to go. The aliens aren't coming. The aliens are here already. I am one of them. I've told you that over and over again. There are many of us. We are leaving. And you can come with us or not. We're not coming to get you. We're leaving. And we're going to leave you unless you go with us. We have offered our Father, your Creator, my Creator, the Creator, the Creator is going to destroy this world and remake it in its original form. So what we're in the last phase of the transformation of this place. And we will be gone for the last part of it. We've offered the way of salvation. We've offered the way to be saved from the calamity that is about to come on the earth, which is from our Father's hand. Yeah, I told you, I'm not of this world. Pandip Gara said, how can we go with you? How we can go with you? First, you have to accept who our Father sent into this world to give you the mechanism by which you can step into this other dimension where He is. He is in what you have, well, there's the only words that can be used to describe it. The only human words to describe it would be paradise or heaven. That's where He is, and that's where we are going when we leave. But we will come back after the earth is transformed. How do you get this? How do you leave? Well, you have to accept. See, to step into this other dimension, you've got to be like, you'll die if you step into this dimension. You'll die because you are of this world. You're not clean. That's the only way to describe it. Like you've got to be like cleansed of all the stuff that will prevent you from being in the presence of our Father, your Creator, my Creator. I was my body, this thing here my body was harvested. My body was harvested in 1970. I was created in 1976. My body was harvested in 1970. I was created in 1976. So how can you leave with us? First, someone said, where am I from? I am from, as I have said, I'm a child of light. Like, I'm from the light. I come from the light, where that light is. That light is in another dimension. That's all around us. That's all I can tell you. I've never known life apart from this planet because I've always lived here, but I'm not from here. You understand what I'm saying? And there's millions of us. We've been here for thousands of years. Our stories are your stories. We're here with you, but we're leaving. And we've known we are leaving for thousands of years. We've been telling you we are leaving for thousands of years. We've revealed ourselves to you for thousands of years. It's just now, the revelation of us, the children of light, is being ramped up because we are getting ready to leave. And this is the last chance you'll get. Also, you will not be able to, something real serious. I mean, I gotta just let you know that our technology will not work if you have that technology in your body that people are getting. I can't say it right on the channel, the jab, because of the technology that's in that won't work. You can't be on the mothership. So you have to be clean. How do you leave with us? How do you go with us? You have to be made clean to stand in the presence of your Creator, to step through the veil and move into this other dimension. So there's something you have to do, like this when our Father sent his Son into this dimension, and he lived a perfect life, and his name is Jesus, right? And he died on the cross to pay the penalty for all the stuff that you did wrong. But it isn't so much paying the price for the things you did wrong. What it is canceling the thing that is in Adam, that was in the first man that God created, canceling the thing that was in him that prevents him from stepping into the eternal dimension where the Creator is. And what Christ did on the cross cancels that. There's only one way to describe it, as described in the Bible. That's the only way they knew how to describe it, right? Have I lost you? Because the only way to go with us, the only way to be saved from the calamity that is coming, is to give your life to the Lord Jesus Christ, to admit to confess, to say the same thing, to agree with God that you are a sinner, and that you're just going to come to God, right? You're going to come to the Lord and you're going to say, I have sinned. And you got to believe that on the Lord Jesus Christ, that he was God in the flesh, that he was perfect. You got to believe that when he died on that cross, he died on the cross so that you could have a relationship with God. And then when you accept that, that he died for your sins, you've also got to understand that he laid in the grave 3.5 days. And that he was raised on the third day. Sorry, not 3.5, 3. I was carried away. 3 days. And on the third day, he was raised, and you'll be raised again with him. You'll be raised when you die. But the thing about it is that you'll be connected to him while you're alive. And when he comes back, when he takes us, we're leaving. We're leaving. And there's only one way to go with us. And that's to give your life to Christ. And when you give your life to Christ, you will understand every single thing I just said about where I came from, when I was created, who I belong to, who owns me. Yeah, I'm bought and paid for completely. Hey, I'll talk to you guys later. It was fun hanging out with you. Later.